Always remember, your focus determines your reality. Stay close to me, and you'll be safe.
Guys, what's up? So today we're going to chat about a couple things. One thing is about feats in GAs, and the other is going to be how to split up your clones and your Padme team depending on what you have, what your opponent has, and what's going to be best for you. So let's start us off by going over some of the feat stuff, and more in specific, the leaderboards. So I'm at, what am I at? 90, 78 of these little banners, these point things. I should be around 9.2k if I did full clear my first guy and get some good banners from that. And that would leave me at around 9.2 like I just said. And then if I were to complete this feat, I'd be around almost 9.5k. There's people already at Div 2, the division I'm in, that are at 9.8k. Blade Baka, I know you're a sub of mine. How do you get this, man? That is just crazy. I don't get it. You must have completed, well, first, you've got to have full cleared everybody. You had to have gotten just pretty much close to perfect banners. And then on top of that, you did all of these feats besides probably this tactical advance one, because it's kind of hard to do that without more GAs. So I did the math here. The math here is if I was to have full cleared my first guy and got like 60 banners, and then get this feat done, the Fist of the Separatist plus Know Thy Enemy for getting win 8 GA battles with undersized squad, that would leave me at 9.77 or 9.7k. That's what the hell am I talking about? 9,770 points. That's how much I would have had. That is still short to these guys that are like top 5, man. Like how? How do you do that? Just bizarre to me. I don't know how. They must have gotten either stupid easy opponents, or they are doing something that I would like to know. I would like to know how you're getting this many points. I honestly do, because you don't get a whole lot from defenses unless you just place all yours. That's all you get, 720 from your defenses. And that would mean that you guys would have to just get flawless banners. And then on top of that, you would have to get all these feats done, which I think is stupid hard. So I don't know. I don't think you could have, you can't get the tactical advance. That's just not in the question right now. You just can't do that. And the Fist Separatist you probably could have gotten. And this one you probably could have gotten if you would have undersized more. So that's like almost 500 extra. And that just to me is kind of far-fetched. I feel like I'm doing pretty dang good. I'm still not even, top 500, not even top 1,000. I'm this ranked. This is stupid. I've not lost one yet. I guess we'll just have to see later on. So the main reason why I'm kind of complaining about this is for the rewards. So down the line, what are we in now? This is bronzium, carbonite, chromium, even rhodium aren't good rewards. Chromium, you can see here, you get some of these tokens. So the rewards from chromium and bronzium are very good. Rhodium's okay. But when you get to Kyber, it's going to be stupid, because some of the rewards, it really just comes down to your matchmaking and who you get and who you're fighting. Because if somebody places some stupid easy defenses and you have some pretty dang good offenses you can undersize a lot with, you're going to get a lot more banners than somebody else that's in your division. And that can lead to some, annoyed players. At least it would annoy me, right? So I don't know. This whole GA can kind of be a lot of RNG dependent with who you get matched up with. Stuff like that. If they have Malik, if they don't have Malik, they're modding if they've got good mods. There's Zetas, Gear 13, stuff like that. It's a lot to be accounted for, and I'm not sure if the guys in my top 10, top 50 got really lucky with their matchmaking opponents and who they're fighting, or if I just suck and I'm just garbage at the game. I don't know. I feel like I'm doing pretty dang good in my GAs. It just kind of is annoying to see that these people are that high, and we've only gone to like one whole GA. I think that's kind of crazy, honestly. And the rewards, let's just chat about Rhodium, because most people probably get to Rhodium, no big problem. 500 plus, you're going to be missing out on, from comparing that to the 1 to 50, you're missing out on 800 extra tokens, which is pretty dang huge. So I don't know how I really feel about this in Rhodium, but when it comes to Kyber, there's a lot of like just crazy amounts of extra stuff here. I know that this is more of like a top end kind of player thing with how the rewards are, because the rewards for this after each GA is over, you get, you know, this is tokens, you get some credits, and you get like a title or whatever. So I can get like how, you know, some of that can be distributed, but this whole token thing right here, I feel like they shouldn't, you know, have too many in the rewards. I think that's kind of crazy, because there's a lot of people out there that are really good. They know a lot of the game, and they have their counters down. They got really great teams that are modded correctly. Like, everything they're doing is correct. And then they get just match made with somebody that's just ridiculously tough. And then the other people that are in the same boat, where they got everything, you know, in order, and then they're getting placed with these stupid easy opponents. It just is kind of RNG at the end of the day. It really is. So I just thought I'd kind of chat about this for a little bit. Now we'll go over to how I think is some of the best ways to split up your GR faction, your clones, and your Padme team, and what I find to have the most success rate, and what you should honestly look out for in your opponents. Alright, so we'll just go over to my GR faction tag right here. Okay, so I can't go back into my GA opponents I had, because we got a new one starting up here soon. So I will let you know, my first one had a low gear Malik, my second one had a gear 13 Malik, and my third one had a gear 12 Malik. So trying to figure out what you should use for clones and Padme, it's very, very important. I want to do a video later on in a little bit that kind of goes more in depth on all this stuff. But pretty much, let's just say, because my first opponent had a trooper and he had his Malik, so I saved my Ahsoka for my Padme team. And then what that means for my clone team was I just kind of threw in these guys. For Padme, if they have a really good trooper and they don't have Marauder, you always want to save Ahsoka. And if that's the case, then you want to save R2 for a clones team. This right here, this clone team here, I'll leave a link to Clash's video he did recently on this. This whole team right here, when modded optimally, is a pain in the butt to fight. And there's just a lot of cool synergies here with the Barris getting some extra heals off, R2 smokescreen 5s, stuff like that. Really, really great team. And honestly, I think this is a top team right now in defenses, especially like a back wall team. So let's just say that in this particular instance, there was a trooper team. That way, you want to save your Ahsoka for the Padme team, and then you can save your R2 for this team. This is the optimal team here for clones, I would say. Shock T is good and all, but when it comes to defenses, I think this is probably your best bet here. And Clash goes into it a lot more in depth, really. So this is that was my round 1 opponent. Round 2, we'll chat about round 2 now. My round 2 had Gear 13 Malik, and he had a really good Marauder as well. So what I did here was I didn't use Ahsoka, and I actually used R2 instead. So the team looked actually like this. I just kind of went down here, grabbed an R2, and that's what my team looked versus that team. So what does that mean? That means I had to take off of R2 from the other clone team, and I slotted in Ahsoka for that slot. Ahsoka and R2 are interchangeable in both these teams, and that's something to be really, really important on. For my case, I used Padme versus Darth Revan Malik counter. If you guys were not to use this like little setup versus Darth Revan Malik's, the Padme team, and like let's say you were to use them versus Grievous, JKR, Night Sisters, I think Ahsoka comes into play a lot more versus those ones. And if that's the case, that can open up this team even more so for you guys, and this is really the most optimal team here for the clones, which can make it even easier for you to figure out what you want to use. So my second round, I did save my R2 for the Padme team. I placed Ahsoka in the other team. Got me a good hold, and that's pretty big. Got me the win as well. So that was second round. Third round was pretty much similar to that of the first round. This guy actually didn't save his Malik for defense. He actually saved him for offense. So what I did was I saved Ahsoka because he didn't have a good Marauder, and I was able to run this team here as well. Guy, if you want to slot in, if you don't have like a good Echo, I think Wampa is a good slot in here. The synergy between the Echo and 5s is pretty bomb, actually. It's really, really good. So I would recommend using this comp, but if you just can't, and you're missing like one of these guys out of the 5, Wampa's a great add-in because extra, dazes, his whole damage he's going to be, putting out there is really big. And then on top of that, you get Rex's new lead that he got a little buff to, more HP, some TM gain, all that sort of stuff is pretty dang big. So guys, I just thought I'd wrap this up with what I've been getting success with, and honestly, I think I got it down pretty well. I like to save Jango Nests for defense. My Nests doesn't get much use anyways on offense because nobody at my GP level, nobody in Div 2 has easy soloable teams with Nests. So Nest is pretty much useless on offense. Throw in Jango Nest, it forces a dang good counter, and then that leaves some of the other backwall teams to be needed a even harder counter with like Traya, Darth Revan, stuff like that. So I think this is a pretty solid foundation for how you guys want to kind of split up your teams for your Padme and clones. I guess this is not really for the lower tier players, but for people around my level, I think this is a good showcase and what you guys should look out for. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found it kind of informative with what you guys want to use for your clones and your stuff like that. And what do you guys think about the whole leaderboards and the rewards for GA? What do you guys think about that? Because I feel like getting that many points this early on is kind of ridiculous, and I gotta go message Blade Bach and how he got that. That's pretty crazy for me. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, share, and sub. It really does help my channel grow. We got Discord if you guys want to go check out that. And if you guys want to help support me and my channel, go check out the Patreon. Patreon will be in the description as well. And that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you had a good Labor Day. That's pretty much it for today's video. See you guys later.